Is the day 4 review. So this would be on Monday. So the video's up already. So if you want to look at it on the weekend, you can. So I'm going to go through this, and not too many questions today. Again, guys, please study today. You guys have all 4 reviews now, and so I need you to look through them. Okay, and so problems for today include this page again. Okay, which we have already talked about. Should have done it on Friday. And the final page. So this one right here. Okay. So, getting started here. Here they're asking me to evaluate this expression, this expression. And so I'm going to go with the simplest thing that I think to do here is they're telling you the first number is 1 and the last one is 4. So remember, this symbol means sum. So you're just going to add all the numbers. And since this is going to be a non-calculator problem, they won't give you big numbers. So A1, right, I'm plugging in the first one's a 1. 3 minus 2 times 1. So all I'm doing is plugging in 1. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And I'm going to keep going until I get to this number. So I keep plugging it in. 3 minus 2 times 2. So all I did was plug in a 2 for k or for x, whatever they give you. So 3 minus 2 is... 2 times 2 is negative 4. So 3 minus 4 is negative 1. And I'm going to keep going. Now instead of a 2, I'm going to plug in a 3 for k. So 2 times 3 is 6. So 3 minus 6 is... negative 3, sorry, and this is going to be the last number because right here I'm getting to the number 4. So 3 minus 2 times 4, so 2 times 4 is 8, so 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So now I just add up these numbers. 1 minus 1, I mean these essentially cancel. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. So this is the answer here, the sum. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and point you out over here, guys. If they had bigger numbers, this right here was a finite arithmetic series, and I know that it's finite because it stops. Okay, it gave me a number to stop. This was not an infinity sign. Okay, had this been an infinity sign, this would have been a geometric series, and I know it's arithmetic because of the negative number here. Okay, so I could have also used this equation and would have ended up with the same answer. So here, I mean, you can just see my n, I had 4 numbers, so if I use that equation, just another way of finding it. Okay, my n here was 4, so 4 over 2. My first number was negative 1. My last number, my an, was negative 5. So when I work this out, negative 5 minus 6, excuse me, negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, this is a positive 1. So this would be a 4, sorry. So 4 times 4 is negative 16 over 2, which is negative 8. So I ended up with the same answer. 2 ways of finding it. I think this is the easier one, so go with this one. Okay. All right. So limits here, guys. This is actually a pretty easy question. I know that I wasn't around very much for limits, but this is something that they'll probably ask you, and it's not difficult. So here they're asking me the limit as I approach 3 from the negative side. So here I can see that both numbers are 3. Now when it says negative, that just means anything less than 3. So here I can see what's less than 3. Well, this part right here. So this part of the equation is the one I want to use. And all I have to do is plug in a 3. The key for here was which one do I pick, the top one or the bottom one. Choosing the bottom one because of the negative sign. Okay. So which means less than. So 2 times 3 is 6 minus 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1. So the limit as x approaches 3 from the negative side is 1. Okay, and that is it. Had it asked for the positive side, had this been a little plus sign, that means more than, I would have used the bottom number, or the bottom equation, sorry. Okay, so moving forward, guys, this should be like a super easy question for y'all. This one is the limit as I approach positive infinity. Whether if it was positive or negative, it didn't matter. But looking at this right here, this is where they're going to try and trick you. So here, this is the squared term, and this one is the squared term. So what I'm looking for is this number. What's in front? So it's a -1, and here the number in front of the squared term is a 4. So this is my limit. The coefficients of the highest degree. And they're gonna try and trick you. So that's the only thing they could probably trick you on, is that. Okay. And final question here that I want to go over. Okay, again, this is a non-calculator. F of x negative 2x squared plus 5x, which is the definition of a derivative. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to here. So, definition of a derivative, remember, the first thing I'm just going to do, and here all they're asking for is the equation. I'm going to replace x with x plus h and then subtract the initial equation. So here, I'm going to go ahead and just write it. So my equation's this one right here. So -2, and instead of x, I want to write x plus h. And then I continue, plus 5 times, since I see another x, so I'm going to write x plus h. Oops. H. And then subtract the original equation. And then all of this is divided by h. Okay, so automatically I can take this one because this is x over 0 and this is an h. So okay, so this is it right here. If I see I don't have any equations that look exactly like that, so I could I can't get rid of any of these. Oh, I can get rid of this one. This says x. Okay, so the only thing is, now I have a negative here. I can go ahead and distribute it, so this becomes negative 2x plus h squared. Okay, minus 2x squared, and then this minus and minus turn this into a positive. And the answer that looks like that is answer C. So it's this one right here. Okay, so a lot shorter video, guys. Again, please study. And today is really mostly for me to answer your questions. And this video is up so that you guys can review this for tomorrow's test. So please look through it, and I will see you all tomorrow, bright and early. So please don't be late, be on time, and we will get through this.